supposed to got her and brought her back to Birmingham, right? Because something going wrong, supposed to been going wrong with her car. And she went to Jasper that day. And when she went out there, she went out there and met a guy. I forgot his name. But yeah, I knew about all that. I knew what she when I knew how she moved. I knew all that. And so when I got down there, we was finna get ready to leave. And I'm like, man, I just want to talk to you about yourself. You know what I mean? So her friend, some girl named Mia, stayed down there in Jasper too. She was like, called her and said somebody trying to fight her or jump her or something. So she was like, drive to her house. And she told, I ain't never met the girl to that day. So we drove down there with her, gets out the truck, and they're arguing and fussing and stuff. I don't be giving a damn about that. Like they think. So next thing you know, the girl brother was at Mahogany too. All right.
Mm.
So I'm sitting there chilling. Mahogany, that little situation. So Mahogany gets the car with her brother. They pull off. All right. Now I'm sitting there when she left. Now these girls, it was so funny to me. These girls were like, "B, you cool, you cool. No, you a real cool person. I appreciate it." So they were like, "Man, we got something to show you. You know, something to tell you, something to show you and tell you." I'm like, "Man, you ain't even got to tell me then." I'm like, "I already know what's which." She was like, "Nah." They were like, "Nah, no, you don't." I said, "Yeah, I do." So when they showed me her snap, she was in a hotel room early today, which I already knew. Been through that. That's fine. I ain't kidding about that, man. You your own person. I don't judge nobody.
Mm-hmm.
Deal have it. Then they showed me the little website she was on. Stuff like that. I said I knew about all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Appreciate y'all telling me though. Then they were like, man, that's messed up. So at this point, they to they were like, we don't really like her. You know what I'm saying? They saying. So they were like, they gonna fight her. I'm like, nah, bro, we ain't gonna do none of that.
All right. Well, how did you guys end up breaking up?
On that same day, I had left from down there. I ain't leave, but I had dropped somebody off who she knew, one of her gay homeboys. Dropped him off at the house. And he was telling me don't go back down there. Don't go back to her house or whatever. But she asked me to come back. So I went back to her house. I walked right in the door. So at this point, I'm just sitting. Now I'm in another room because the door was wide open. She was gone. So then I hear her and that girl brother in there. I'm like, oh hell no, man. So
Oh, so she was in there having relations with the gentleman?
no, they weren't doing that. They weren't doing. I'm gonna say that they were doing that. They were just talking and stuff, and then like they were going to bed. So I wanted to just go in there like, oh okay, call me way down here for this. You know what I mean? So in a way I did. So I just like let me just get up out of here and just go. So I
Okay.
opened the door, walking out the door or whatever. Then I just stopped. I said, man, hell with this. I shut the door hard as hell. And so I turned around and was going back to her bedroom. And that's when I seen the dude. It's funny now, but that's when I see the dude like try to crack the door. And so I seen him. I ran to the door and I kicked the door so damn hard. Door hit him, boom. And I busted in the room. I shot at him. He hit me one time, like right on my lip. And then she
Oh.
gets up. Oh, like she's like, what's going on? What's going on? I'm like, man, what's going on? You know what I mean? So I'm like, man,
All right.
yeah.
So
How that's, so
sorry
that's how
that
that stuff.
took place. That's a lot. All right, so let's fast forward now. We're gonna get a little bit deep. This may get a little emotional, but let's talk about it. And that's why we're here. Okay. So you and Mahogany were not together when she went over to Tasia's that evening, February the 24th, 25th, right?
No, we weren't together at all.
Okay. Um, have you spoken to Tasia recently? Did she call you? Because I hear she's called Sean. She's called a few people.
Yeah, I talked to was it yesterday or the day before yesterday? Yeah, she called.
Okay. Okay. What was your message to Tasia when she started calling you? What was your conversation like with her?
Well, when when all the stuff happened, because I talked to her the morning, like literally minutes before she, minute, I'm talking about minutes, just woke up. I talked to her minutes before she fisted. I talked to her that
Okay.
night.
So, Bryant, we're going to have to interrupt you one more time. I think your phone is down too far. Is there anything where you can lift it up? Because I think it's hitting the bottom and it's giving you a robotic response.
Okay. Is that better?
It's better. It's better. Okay. Thank you. Okay. So, she's at Tasia's house that evening. You weren't aware that she was there and you weren't aware of anything that was going down, correct?
Correct.
All right. So, this happened on the 25th and they found her on the 26th. Were you when you and I spoke, were you around them after this took place? Can you give me like details on what after this took place with her and the word is out? Everybody's getting text messages, it's getting big. Did you meet up with these people or did you see these people afterwards?
I did.
Okay. Tell me what that interaction was like.
Well, when I got the text message and all the phone calls, mainly through my cousin, and she was like, "This stuff for real." And I jumped up and I thought of what her mama had posted on Facebook. And instantly I got up. It was like literally at 5:01 p.m. So I'm like, hell. So at this point, I jumps up, throw my clothes on. I'm calling her. Tell your phone going straight to voicemail. I ain't getting no response. I ain't getting none of that. So I'm like, I'm just gonna pull up over there. Nah,
Okay,
I
so
got the
at
key
this
to.
point she's missing. At this point she's missing.
Yeah,
Okay.
shit like, yeah, that's
Okay,
correct.
so you pull up over
So
there.
yeah, when I pulled up, I parked on the far end of the apartments. Trying to look around and see what I see, whatever. And a little bit of SUV pulled up behind me. It was like a little Ford Escape, it was silver. And I see a bunch of dudes hop out the car. So I'm just looking, and it goes up to our apartment. So I then gets out my vehicle and I go up there to the apartment too. And I knock on the door. Like, who here to say who is that? Who's that? And I'm like, man, it's me, man. Open the damn door. That's what I said. So they were like, oh, she was like, oh, that's my brother. Let him in. So when I go in there,
Hold
Ace was
on for
sitting
one
on.
second, Brian, before you keep going. Who is this yacht person in the comments that seem to know everything that's coercing with Blue in the comments? I'm assuming this person had to be there, had to be present because they seem to be declining or ad-libbing. So who are you, YOPP?
you know,
So that's Mahogany's baby daddy. Okay.
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 Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I assume that you want to have a conversation, YOPP.
Uh, I
Not
mean,
right
I
now.
know her
Not right
baby.
now, Brian. No, I'm not going to mix your. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying a
Okay.
conversation with me. Okay. So let's get through this. So let me just do this. I'm going to say this to Blue directly. When everybody was setting fire under you, Blue, I pulled you in and I helped put some of those fires out because people was coming at your story left and right. So out of respect, let's not do the left and right now. Let's let Brian tell his story out of respect because when it was your turn to talk to me, Blue, no one can disrespect you because we're adults.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. You guys gonna get a chance to conversate. If Blue, if you want to come up here at the very, very end and have a conversation, we can't be cursing, we can't be yelling. That can take place. But I protected you, Blue. I believed in you, and I didn't let nobody disrespect you. So I'm gonna respectfully ask for you to do the same in this case. That's it. He's telling
Okay.
his account. This is his account of the story. Everybody's gonna have a different account because Yacht was probably here, Blue, you was probably over there, and Brian was probably on the there over there. All of you guys gonna have different counts, my love, because y'all was in different spaces and different times when things were happening. So just give him a little respect and hear him out. Okay?
Oh well, man.
Well,
Ms.
I
Empress,
got you, Yacht. Everybody, Yacht is here. The baby daddy is here, and we're gonna talk to you too.
and
We
Ms.
got
Empress,
time, y'all. Okay? I got you, my
and
love.
and I ain't never did no interviews. I ain't never did no interviews, not one interview, cause I ain't finna be disrespectful to that girl mom. That's one. I got full permission, and you saw that. Did you not?
I did.
So,
Yes.
so yes, you gonna get it. You gonna get the. I'm talking to you. I don't care about what nobody else say. They can talk about me all they want to. That's their business. So, anyway, so yes, when I walked through the door, Ace had grabbed me from behind, picked me up, and he was like, "I got you. I got you." I said, "Bro, you ain't got nothing, man. Put me down." I said, "You, because you know you can't beat me." He started laughing and stuff like that. Now, that's when the rest of these little cats was in there. Everybody got guns,
Okay. So
and I,
all right. So pick up your phone so we can hear you clearly now. So you get to
it's up.
Tasia's house, correct?
Yeah,
When you get to Tasia's house, Ace picks you up and say, "I got you" in a playful manner.
yeah.
Who all was in the house when you got there? Who was all there present?
Ace, Kodak, BG
Kodak.
wasn't there.
Yeah. Okay. Who else?
Yeah, that's Kodak.
Okay.
Uh, BG wasn't there, and Giovanni wasn't there.
Okay. These two people was not there on February 26th,
Fifth, not
25th,
25th. Yeah,
25th. Okay.
that night. Yeah.
That night. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
And Ariana wasn't there.
Ariana. Okay. So Ariana was not there. Giovanni was
Uh-uh.
not there. BG, which is Bryant Green, Blair Green, was not there. But you're
Yeah.
saying Sanaya, Tasia, this person, Mr. What's his name? Bryant. What's his little chubby boy
Brandon
name?
Pope.
Mr. Pope.
Brandon Pope.
Brandon Pope.
Nah, he went. He wasn't there neither.
Okay. So only people was there was Kodak, Tasia, and Ace.
Yeah, but it was and West was there too.
And West, the person she stole the gun from.
Yeah,
Whew. Okay. So right now she's just a missing girl when you walk in
yeah,
that door. Okay.
yeah,
All right. So now you're in there. Tell us what take place. So Ace grabbed you from behind.
yeah. And playfully, like he got me or
Mm-hmm.
whatever. I'm like, man, well you ain't got nothing. So he put me down or whatever. So they sitting at the window, they looking out the window, and they look like they saw a ghost or something. Like they just been up without no sleep. So the first thing I asked was, cause I looked around, I ain't see nothing. I'm being honest, I didn't see nothing. So the first thing I asked was, I said, well, hey, I said, hey man, what's up with this? What's up with Mahogany, man? Tasia repeated to me, I went here. I don't know what you're talking about. I said, you don't know what I'm talking about. I said, so I flipped my phone out and I said, explain this. So I showed the picture that her mama posted and the location, all that stuff. I'm like, man, the girl was here, man. She was here. So Ace sent over there. He looking crazy. Like, let me
Mm.
see. So I let him see. I said, you see this shit, man? Excuse the language. I said, you see this? I said, man, what happened to that girl? My exact words, what happened to that girl? I don't know. You know how he said, I don't know. You know how it is, man. You know, when you out here selling pussy, you know. I said, bro, nah, man. Yeah, that's what he
So
said.
disrespectful.
So I said, man, bro. I said, man, I sure hope that girl turn up. I said, I don't know what the hell going on. I said, but y'all better goddamn come up with some or say something. Y'all, she was here, last location, bro. And then next thing you know, that man said out his own mouth, man, I doubt if you ever see her again.
Who said that out of their mouths? Who said that?
Ace, Ace
So
said that.
Ace said, "I doubt if you'll ever see her again."
Yeah.
How did you? What's going on in your mind when he says that?
He said that. I'm like, man, damn, they done did something to that girl. You know what I mean? But I just ain't no proof of it. I'm like, man, let me get up out of here. So I'm trying to leave, whatever. I'm like, man, I'm finna go to the store. I'm finna get something to drink. So they were like, you finna get something to drink? Cause you know, I drink liquor and beer and all that stuff there. So I'm like, nah, I'm finna get some water. 'Cause I gotta go to work tonight. So I'm trying to leave. And then at this point, that's when everybody wanna come ride with me. I'm like, oh damn. So I'm like, man, yeah. So I ain't gonna lie, everybody did get in the car with me. Everybody. So I'm pulling off. That's when I seen headlights pop on, folks trying to follow me. I lost them. So I made sure I pulled up at the store or whatever where cameras at. Everybody could see what's going on. That man asked me to take him to his car. He asked me to take him to his car. And
Now,
this
who
is when
asked
I
you to
found
take?
out,
Who was that? Francis?
yes, he asked me to take
Okay,
him
so
to his car.
Francis asked you to take. Okay.
And so I said, all right, man, what up, man? Now, I got, man, niggas with guns everywhere. So, all right. So this is when I found out where Brandon Pope stayed at, because I never knew where he stayed at, because I only met the man on the 20th, February 20th. I ain't know where that man stayed at. So when we pull up at the house, that's when I see Brandon Pope come out the house. Ace had his car full of detail. Cause when he pull up, I'm like, why you telling me you got your car full of detail and watch? You know what I mean? Like, what the hell's the purpose behind that? So everybody out there, they were horse playing around, looking for his keys. They trying to pull off. So I got Sanaya and Tay in my car. Sanaya, she looking. I'm asking her like, man, what the hell going on, man? What happened? She talking to me like she don't know what's what, and just with this blank look and this little rude little attitude she had. So I'm like, I'm gonna drop y'all off. So another little light skinned dude get in my car. I never met him until that day. And I dropped them off at back at Tasia apartment. After that, I'm coming out of Tasia apartment. I see Ace come back up in his car with the rest of the niggas. And they were like, man, talking about throwing a barbecue and all that stuff there. I'm like, man, my barbecue grill broke. I can't do that. And I was like, man, I'll holler at you later on, you know what I'm saying? We get at each other. And I pulled it off. And I left. And so that was it. That was it.
Mm. So how? So after that interaction, how many hours after you met with them did the cops find her?
That had to be around about 8 some. So they found them around about 2 some. Yeah. Found them around about 2 some. And based off my understanding on what I know, he told another young man, which I won't put his name on here or won't say his name, but the young man who everybody thought had something to do with, he had nothing to do with it.
So that young man would be Ladarius.
I ain't gonna say his name. I don't know, just know it's a young man. So
Okay. All
which
right.
I know,
So okay. Okay. So allegedly, the young man that allegedly took the cops to the body did not have anything to do with it.
nothing to
Allegedly.
do with it.
Okay.
Nothing to do with it at all. It's in the paperwork statements.
Okay. So what you're saying is those text messages that are going around where they're in a group chat and Tasia's talking to this young man that you don't want to mention and he's saying something like drop it off. You're saying that text message has nothing to do with that night.
Nothing to do with that night. Nothing to do with Mahogany. That had nothing to do with her. Man, okay, you know what I'm saying? It's like it was talking about a stolo car. That's what that was about.
Okay.
So
Okay.
nah, it went in about nobody's body or none of that. No, it was not about that.
Okay. Okay. All right. So now, um, once they find her, all hell breaks loose. Can you tell us anything about Mahogany's relationship with her mother? Just a little bit.
Yeah, sure. Mahogany, her mama, you know, they stayed bumping heads, and it's not because of Miss Gail. Let's get that clear. It's not because of Miss Gail. Everybody sit up there and wanna blame this woman, talking about she kicked her out, this and third. But see, one thing about it, I've witnessed this woman. This woman gave this girl a car. This woman helped fix that car that she kept tearing up. This woman took, you know what I'm saying, like had full custody of her child. And the reason why she got full custody of her child, because Mahogany did not show up to court last year, and the judge awarded her mama full custody of her daughter. So, you know what I mean? So, and that's just facts. That's just facts. And so like people trying to drag this woman. Oh, you know what I'm saying? She was bad to that girl. No, she wasn't. That lady did everything in her power to make sure she was straight. Mahogany didn't have to be the way she was. She didn't have to live the way she was. That's just what she chose to do. That girl was spoiled riding. Trust me when I tell you, her mama had her. Hell, her dad had her. They were straight.
Okay.
This is Mahogany made them choices. When you got these, they were trying to get her to understand her mom, especially her mama. Like